NFL fullbacks get lost in the shadows. They're unselfish, underappreciated, and mostly quiet. The Chargers' number 41, Lorenzo Neal, is all that, except for the quiet part.
I'm the best fullback in the league. We're gonna see who the realist is today, baby. I'm gonna give you 41 reasons why I'm the best. Get the crowd what they want to see. See who's the world's greatest, baby. Show the crowd I'm the world's greatest, baby.
We got a lot of good sound bites with you. It was one thing where you were talking about the Pro Bowl and you were upset saying, how, you know, you voted for one guy and you shouldn't have voted for me. Yeah.
Oh, you guys got all that?
Yeah. You ever seen that?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You doing all right? Yeah, I'm hanging. Getting old, hanging in there. How y'all vote Tony Richardson in the Pro Bowl? I don't vote. I don't vote him in the Pro Bowl. Y'all, the coaches vote too. Actually, me and Tony, we always talk. Tony Richardson. I'm like, man, how you? I told Tony, I said, man, you got to teach me. What are you doing? What are you doing? How are you getting all these votes, man?
You know, I had to say Lorenzo's the best fullback in the league. And to me, I mean, he's a guy I looked up to. If you want to learn how to block, if you want to learn how to hit somebody square in the mouth, you know, you look at Lorenzo Neal.
The other day, I go to the mailbox, and there's a huge picture, poster size, he sends to me saying, Lorenzo, thanks for paving the way, you're the best fullback in the league. So I thought that was a wonderful gesture Tony Richardson did for me.
So he probably hasn't seen that clip then yet, I guess.
Don't tell him. See, the back of 2-1 is too late. You know what I'm saying, baby?
2-1 is LaDainian Tomlinson, and he may not go nearly as far without 4-1 in front of him. For the past 3 seasons, Neal has helped Tomlinson become one of football's premier runners.
How many yards I rushed for that day is so much a reflection on how he did that day. A lot of times when we do well, he's the main reason why we do well. He's the world's greatest.
Hey, I told him they see the back of 2-1 is too late. What'd I tell you earlier?
Of course, you know the history of him blocking for all these 1,000-yard backs.
Neal has paved the way for a 1,000-yard back every year since 1997, beginning with the Jets' Adrian Morrell. The following year, Neal went to Tampa, where he helped Warwick Dunn go over 1,000 yards, and also led number 40, Mike Allstott, to one of his best seasons. In 2000, Tennessee's Eddie George followed Neal and had his most productive season. A year later, with Neal no longer a Titan, George rushed for nearly 600 fewer yards. By 2001, Neal had moved on to Cincinnati. In 2 seasons behind the big fullback, Corey Dillon rushed for more than 2,600 yards. So why has a blocker that valuable played for 6 different teams in 13 seasons?
Very simple reason. There's a lot of teams that don't want to pay for a guy who's going to block. They figure, we'll get the college free agent out of New Hampshire who is just going to, I'm going to go in and use him up for a couple of years and then toss him aside and go get another $380,000 player. But what Lorenzo Neal can do is worth money. And I think his whole philosophy is, look, if I'm going to sacrifice my body every year, I'm going to the highest bidder.
The ultimate compliment that you can pay to him is every time he moves, the running back that was on the team that he left isn't quite as good as he was before, and the running back that's on the team that he went to all of a sudden is a player.
Neal looked like a player as a rookie in 1993. In the first 2 games of the season, Neal was the Saints' feature back, and in just 6 quarters, he rushed for 175 yards. The 4th-round pick from Fresno State was hard for anyone to keep an eye on, and seemed a cinch to reach the 600 yards he needed for a $100,000 bonus.
I really wanted to be a tailback. The first year I was there, I was leading the league in rushing. The first 2 games, averaging 9 yards a carry. I'm like, hey, I'm unstoppable, and then boom.
Just like that, Neal's rookie season and his days as a feature back were over. Ironically, the serious ankle injury may have extended his career in the long run.
That injury was a blessing in disguise. I mean, I came back the next year, didn't run as well, the ankle was still sore, and Coach Moore goes, look, you're the type of guy that can play in this league a long time, but you might not be carrying the ball. You need to make up in your mind, you know, what you want to do. And I said, you know what, this is what it's going to take. And just out of frustration, sometimes you're angry, so you're like going there and like, okay, I'm not getting the ball, so I'm going to go and take it out on someone else. from then on, I just thought that, hey, look, I found a niche.
Neal's niche as a blocker has meant he hardly ever gets to be a runner. Over 13 years, he has averaged less than 1 carry per game.
You trying to get over 1,000 yards. How'd you know? You only needed 983.
That 600-yard incentive he had as a rookie, entering the 2005 season, he still hadn't reached it for his career. In fact, anytime Neal gets his hands on the ball, it becomes the talk of the town.
Last week you led us in receptions. Ain't that right, Lo?
Boy,
last week you led us in receptions, right?
What, did I? You know, I'm not in the stats.
Right,
you know, I'm not in the stats. You know, I'm not in the stats. I'm not one to brag. You know,
you're gonna be modest about it.
I'm not one to brag.
You know.
If you could play any position in any team sport, what would it be?
Linebacker.
Why is that?
I like hitting people.
Lorenzo cannot go play without hitting somebody. I almost throw it to him in the flats on purpose, even when I'm not supposed to, just to watch him headbutt some people. It's comical. I'll tell you, every play, his helmet has got to hit somebody else's helmet.
Though he seeks out one collision after another, Neal is in his 12th straight season without missing a game.
If I wasn't tough, I wouldn't be out here, dog. Anyone could take a day off here and there and be like, I'm just hurt. Shoot. You gotta suck it up.
He's one of those closet workout guys where he'll work out before he goes to the team facility to work out. And I think that's why he lasted so long. He's one of the strongest guys I've ever been around. People don't realize he was an All-American wrestler, so he has such strong hands, too.
His experience as a college wrestler helped prepare Neal for the rigors of life as an NFL fullback.
It's you and one guy, it's mano-a-mano, and it's nowhere to go. And there's times you're on fire, you're burning, and you want to quit, and he's fighting for a takedown, and you're in that position. But if you really want it, you got to shoot and go after him. And I think football, it's helped me because just that mental attitude to say, you know what, I'm not going to be denied. I know if I go in here and I hit this guy this time, he's going to quit. If I impose my will on you enough times, if I keep coming in here, hitting you in the mouth, you will find a way to get out of my way.
I'm glad he's on my team because I played against him, and I know when I saw it was a running play with a lead blocker in Lorenzo Neal, really and truly, I didn't want too much of that.
Actually, Neal has never been much easier on his teammates, and he may have broken a few wills even in training camp.
Can you do me a favor, Lo? You need not to run off any more of our linebackers.
Oh, Coach, that wasn't even me. He was
44 yesterday.
I think he was ready to quit anyway, Coach. You know?
Jeez. I said to him this morning, I said, so what's the deal? He says, Coach, this NFL's nothing to play around with. I said, was the NFL or was it Lorenzo Neal?
I don't care if they walk up in the hole. That little 51 can't handle me. He's a little boy. He's a little boy. He's 210 pounds. I'll kill that little boy, man. The world's greatest. Let me go at him.
Lorenzo Neal having a monster game. A crushing block on the cornerback. Great kick out by the best fullback in the game, Lorenzo Neal.
In 13 seasons, Lorenzo Neal has played in just one Pro Bowl. He is the man that stands in the background while others run to glory. And though he doesn't often carry the ball, his unselfishness can do a lot to carry a team.
I think you get in this league and everyone wants to be both the star in the paper, and you know, you want to be appreciated. You know, when you guys come up to you and say, man, that's a great hit. God, you really brought it to me. That's when you get your appreciation.
You quit hitting so hard, man. You gotta kill me out there. Oh my God.
If you go find me any fullback in the league that's lasted this long, that's blocked for this many rushers, for 1,000 yards, it's been consistent. No matter how many teams have been with, go look at my track record. I think I'm one of the best that ever played the game.
I'm just trying to give them what they came to see, Daddy. That's it, baby. I'm trying to give them what they came to see. The world's